Zdravím všechny, co jsem kanál tady ze Stresa, vítejte u dalšího dílu z naší dobrodružství v Genshinu. Dneska se vracíme po delší době do Mondstadu kvůli určitým záležitostem, které nás povolávají zpátky. Takže se sem vrátíme a to pro Master Jean, která se chce popovídat na ten určitý quest Afros Delos Act 1 Shadow of the Past. Master Jean has a special task for you. Head to the Knights of Avonius headquarters to find more. Že to označíme. Dostali jsme vzkaz od Jean, že má něco, co chce probrat, tak uvidíme, co ti myslí. Jdeme dovnitř. Ještě jedny dveře. Here we go.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy. Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with.
Sounds like typical Master Jean to me.
I have been meaning to have a word with you if the occasion presented itself, but as you know, Mondstadt's safety must always be my first priority. I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
The Fatui? Again? But who are the Lawrence clan?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of Decarabian was lost once again as slavery spread throughout the land. The first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
Oh, Paimon gets it! So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guys to carry out more dubious deeds.
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is to ask you to help us further investigate this matter.
But why us?
Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long as I can remember. We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems the descendants of the aristocracy remain antagonistic towards the Knights.
Gee, I wonder why.
No matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. Our efforts only result in adding more fuel to the flames. We could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant, but if the investigation were to come up empty, I'm afraid tensions and distrust would only increase. All of our past efforts would have been wasted.
But as the Honorary Knight, I also technically belong to the Knights.
You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius, but you need not emphasize your role as the Honorary Knight. You're a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats in this way. Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good position to learn more of their possible connections with the Fatui.
Whoa! Leave it to Master Jean to come up with such a thorough plan!
Perhaps such plans have become second nature after all the diplomatic issues I've dealt with. The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the northern city walls. It is said that he is difficult to get along with due to his temperamental disposition, but if we approach him calmly, then things should go off without a hitch.
Well, things will go smoothly.
Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you.
Sure. I wish. I wish for you all the time, but nothing. Look for the former aristocrat in the city. Okay. Alright. Někde prochází se někde kolem městských zdí. Který je pěkný domek, který bude potřeba. Tenhle ten, takhle v rohu. No je však špatný, mají tu i stůl pro sebe. Dobrý den.
Huh? Who are you?
Hello, we're here to...
Hello?
Yeah, what's wrong?
What's wrong? Did you just say what's wrong? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and vulgar manner? Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are inadmissible and will never do. Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That is the appropriate etiquette.
That's etiquette?
Okay.
Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
Huh.
Yeah,
In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman, and neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. I cannot bear to see such degradation.
Sounds like too much hassle to me. Nebudem tak napřímo.
What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility? I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor. Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. After all, we are of a completely different breed by birth.
I haven't really said anything.
Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you. Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on basic courtesies. Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave.
Okay.
So this is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
Okay, let's go back. Já můžu tam dát na portál, ne, myslím, že... Bože. Jako přemýšlel bych o tom. Když je to 100 metrů technicky za to. Tak.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here. Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
Že má jen redesigny.
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
It wasn't our fault.
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched. You just have to keep at it and never give up.
Thank you.
Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem?
Oh gee, where to start?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert Lawrence, but it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone, especially Paimon.
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners.
So you heard.
I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan. My good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th company.
Do you tell us that Lawrence sees the Knights as enemies?
Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows.
Z jeho vlastnictví mám jiný obrázek, ale OK.
In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just ask Eula?
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for her. In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family.
Sounds quite a character.
She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around Storm Bear Mountains.
Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate.
Alright, let's find this person.
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan? Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of their own family members?
Tak si trošku pomůžeme. Samozřejmě technicky vzato jsme ji už viděli a tohle je oficiální first meeting, kanonický. Že jsme ji sice potkali na Dragonspineu, ale tím to byl event specifický, kterým jsme trošku cheatnuli systém. Oh, joy.
The Fatui! What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later!
Time for retribution!
2 dole. A 3. dole.
Let's end this quickly.
Let's end this quickly.
Windblade!
Okay. Jo, jasně. Tady je. Oh, to je epic. Damn. Taky jsem si nikdy nevšiml, že oni mají guny. Bleh. Jep, totálně vybitej. Easy peasy. Yep, to je Eula.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
What?
I'm sorry, vengeance?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
I know my way around the fight.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemies?
Arch-enemies? Wait a minute! You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago!
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt, which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
So, I assume you're Eula?
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
Totálně vůbec nic z toho neslyší.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange?
Yep.
Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
Amber, to pořád dolejzá, myslí si, že seš hodná z nějakého důvodu.
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him?
He may be involved with the Fatui and all that.
I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No.
Madam
This is an
loyalist.
assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
Teď jak je angle. Jako samozřejmě, jako se všem, to bude ultimátně jedno, ale... Přemýšlím nad tím. Curious by indikovalo, že... Že jí to moc nezajímá, worried je spíš to, že je starostlivější. Podle mě je to prostě tomato. Prostě jsou to tak podobné slova i prostě, že ani technicky vzato prostě ve slovo významu to nezní o tolik jinak ta věta. Aren't you curious?
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of old Mondstadt.
Damn.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
But didn't you say it first? Oh.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you.
Why do you seem so happy about it?
I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people.
You're not going to take revenge at an opportune moment, are you?
We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Okay.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry. Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
Řekl jsem to, když jsem jí čerstvě dostal a řeknu to i teď znova. Od doby, co jsem ji odemknul, tak jsem si samozřejmě s ní vylepšil ten friendship level a slyšel jsem nějaký ty liney, které jsou víc privátní většinou, který prostě postavy by normálně neřekli v žádném story questu, ale řeknou vám prostě lineu, co si opravdu myslí. A z těch, co jsem slyšel, prostě pořád nevím, na jaký straně ona je, nebo jaký pohled má, protože jsou stejně početný důkazy, že Lawrence clan jí tak nezajímá a že prostě je s knightama, ale zároveň existuje stejně hmotná kopice důkazů a indikací, že jako se jim opravdu chce pomstít, nebo že prostě chce proti nim jít. Takže já prostě nevím. Je to skoro jako by chtěla po knightech jít, ale ne jakožto někdo z Lawrence klanu, jakože chce prostě nějakou osobní pomstu. A jenom předstírá, že je to ta klanová pomsta, protože by to dávalo smysl. Ale ve skutečnosti je to jenom její osobní pomsta. Ale pořád stejně pak existují věci, které říká v některých případech, že prostě řekne, že se chce mstít, ale přitom se směje a prostě nevypadá to, že by to myslela vážně. Prostě... No tohle bych Jestli bych na někoho potřeboval odborníka, aby mi psychologicky někoho rozebral, tak bych volil Eulu, protože na tu jedinou, ta jediná je prostě tak šíleně enigmatická, že prostě já nevím. Já prostě mám background informace prostě do jejího charakteru a do její personalitní složky, jako má osobnost, a já pořád nevím. Třeba se něco dozvíme. You wouldn't really take the revenge, will you?
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
No.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Stejně bychom tam napsali další položku.
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes.
She's definitely counting.
But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack.
Něco napadlo v těch posledních větách, co řekla. Co když to vidí tak, jakože chce se pomstít, ale zároveň to hraje i na opačnou stranu povahově oproti někomu, kdo by se fakt chtěl pomstít, aby se udržela v té hierarchii vysoko a prostě ji neodstrčili úplně. Co když prostě chce být vysoko, ale zároveň nechce být jako super podezřívaná nebo vyhozena, protože dělá nějaký shady stuff. Jakože je temná, ale hraje to na světlo, aby to nevypadalo. Je v podstatě, co když dělá podobnou strategii jako Palpatine ze Star Wars. Jako temnej, ale hraje to navenek na světlo.
If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand.
I think I'm starting to see what you mean.
Good. Now, there are two key points that aristocrats attach great importance to. Your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Shut up.
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
Paimon, shut up.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
As the morning dew does what now?
However,
come on.
such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also,
To dává
the party
smysl.
with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water.
Seems like a lot of work just to greet a good friend.
Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example? Paimon's confused.
Ale bylo tam hodně věcí kolem.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So another thing to remember. Aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them.
You mean you always have to talk this way?
This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Wait. This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstration.
A to bychom potřebovali druhou stranu.
Ah, very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
Jo, ty nebudou vůbec udivený. Proč mě tohoto osoba zdraví jako aristokrat? To fakt, nebyl tenhle režim náhodou pryč už nějakou dobu?
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
Ne, nebude.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you.
Níže postavená osoba sedí.
Please acknowledge the glory
Prostě to the point.
upon thee by the nobility. What comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedent. Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it.
Think you're misunderstanding.
Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else.
Jaká ubohá oběť, to bude taká další normí. Nemůžeme si najít nějaký lepší člověk než ty normies? Třeba nějakou tamtu.
You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with utmost sincerity. Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. And again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence.
Again? What's with this attitude?
That escalated fast.
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Čím víc to říkáte, tím víc to zní jako catchphrase. Randál, ten udělá randále. Proč to jsou samý normies, vole? Nemůžeme se povídat s někým jiným.
You there,
Yep.
lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a Knight of Favonius, and that the Knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it. Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule. And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
You have a point, but mark my words. This transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here. I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius.
Tě rozsekne vejpůl, než se tam vůbec otočíš. Jako, to je všechno, co řeknu. Maybe everyone should just take a step back.
I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here. If you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go. It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else to talk to.
How about now? Jsem trpěl dost.
Thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time.
You still managed to brush it off with a laugh?
Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path to reconciliation. As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. It is now my turn to bear this burden. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
So you knew all along that we'd encounter these kinds of problems?
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it now, right? Right?
Yeah, I think I got it.
We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement, but we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
Okay. Půjdeme až tam. Až sem na lívejskou stranu. Jo, proč máme jít skoro až do Liyue? Do vedlejší země. Ui.
It's so cold. Does aristocrat training really need to be done here?
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake.
Should be easier than making conversation, at least.
Paimon thinks so too. But you've got this in the bag.
You look pretty confident this time. All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most unsightly.
Off. Ah. Ne? OK, a co tady? Na stranu. Ne. Oh.
Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
Jak nějaký skill test.
Paimon almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing we didn't get stuck. So, are we aristocrats now?
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle.
Is this how I normally train?
My family set only the highest expectations for me, even as a child. Let's proceed, shall we? This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Jo, to se počítá? Dobrý. Já jsem zvodovaný. Fuck. Dobrý.
Leave it all to me.
Nope. To je či. Si děláte srandu?
Well done.
Dobrý.
Your performance was most impressive. And you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragon spine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same. Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is little left for me to teach you.
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty. So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of Dragonspine before Paimon turns into a popsicle.
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress at all.
Jaká etiketa na lítání?
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Maybe that's just Paimon style?
Hey! That's not true! Paimon was just focusing on you the whole time!
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it? Are you trying to poison Paimon?
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you. Are you still planning on the whole vengeance thing?
Přestaň se ptát. Čím víc se budeš ptát, tím víc pravděpodobnější to bude.
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it? So, dear friend, Don't die on me out here.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off!
Můžu říct oboje? You're strange.
Vengeance should know no bounds, you know. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a cordial gift to present to my uncle when you meet him.
To je pravda.
I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good Hunter.
Okay.
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
Okay. Myslím si, že nahrávám. A pro nahrávám, tak můžeme pokračovat. A přicházíme. Samozřejmě, že tam je Amber, aby zase mohla nám nutit, že je hodná, i když není.
Oh, hey Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again,
Yeah,
Amber!
hi.
Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Jo, když je Eula na scéně, tak prostě Amber musí tam prostě se přivrznout.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Yeah, we sit at a table.
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut?
Okay.
We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
So, we clearly didn't order this.
Oh.
Yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then,
Ona s tím totálně
please
raduje.
wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Jak prostě totálně to prostě running with it, prostě. That's the kind of villainous character I am.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Paimon's never even heard that dish before.
No, o té rodině si taky neslyšela, takže je to na stejno.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrats seem to take a liking to it.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time.
Nemají rádi sour věci, no to je to.
Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression.
Not even Amber, huh?
Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you.
Oh, come on.
Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
Ne. Jestli to nebudeš brát aspoň trošku vážně, tak skončíš pod drnem.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Well, no?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person. All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting cold.
Sure.
I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time. All right. Next, you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went alone. Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness. Well, until next time.
Ani nedělala recon.
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
Get the sour fish.
Here, the Gebratenes Fleisch mit sauerkraut is ready to go. Be sure to eat it while it's hot. Otherwise, the flavor will be spoiled. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
Tím jsem si myslel.
No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak with the others in Mondstadt earlier. But she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now. What's up with that?
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family. Therefore, they don't actually see Eula for herself. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
Yeah, so that's what she meant by a bad person trying to be good.
How come you're able to see Eula differently then?
Well, when she
What
joined
makes
the
you
Knights
special?
of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar.
Kéž bych to mohl být svědkem.
Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same
Damn.
time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters, clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Whoa, so both sides were unhappy.
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under such circumstances. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were
Varka.
able to quell the unrest. Tensions still remain beneath the surface, I'm afraid. In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius. And in the eyes of the Lawrence clan, she's a disgrace to her family. But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person after another, myself included. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be treated a little more fairly.
Well, you at least have a brain, so if there are more brainful people like you.
I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again. Paimon thinks we know how to communicate with her now.
I'm glad.
Sure.
I think that would make her very happy, though she might not ever admit it. Take care. Please come again.
Sure. Sauerkraut. Okay. Doběhneme na město. Je kopc above Springvale. Okay. Head up.
The tent seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two.
Oh. Well. Just in case. Jsme pod ním. Jsme hluboko pod ním, což musíme jít na paměti. Co je víc pochlebovačný? Ale to je víc takový normální, tohle je takový lehce retardovaný. Please, if I may be so bold as to say a few humble words.
A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate enough. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen to what you have to say.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
I wish it's my will of resistance. Yeah, he thinks very highly of himself. Takže když tak není opravdu, tak představovat si ho jako nějakého prince. A nás jako nějaké vesničeho, takže... It is an honor to stand before you here, immersed in your supreme brilliance.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory of the nobility that continues to this day. A true loyalist.
Wow.
Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well versed in our etiquette.
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an ordeal.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically unfathomable. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech?
Yeah. Tentokrát myslím, že to bude nahoře, že to nebude pořád ta dolní answer. I was fortunate enough to benefit from the knowledge of a dear friend. I refine my conduct with some instructions in the classics, courtesy of a friend. Nevím, oboje zní hodně stejně. Ale to horní právě zní víc jako, že to byl dar, kterým jsem byl obdarován. A že jsem hrozně... Že mám hrozný štěstí, že mi byla darována ta vědomost. Takže z tohohle úhlu si myslím, že to první by mohlo být. Tohle má hodně velkých slov, ale ve výsledku to je takový hrubší. Takže čeho se bude vážit víc? Velkých refinovaných slov, které jsou ve výsledku hrubý, anebo víc pochlebování. I was fortunate enough to benefit from the knowledge of a dear friend.
Ah, good. Very good. You are bright, and compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential. If you were of aristocratic blood, your prospects would be promising indeed.
By the way, we brought a gift. Paimon means
Yes, thank you.
we would like to present you with a small token of our goodwill.
Could this be?
Yep.
Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish. It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's nearly mealtime, I shall partake.
Schubert relishes the dish.
Ah, yes. This aroma, just as I remember it. And this exquisite sour flavor. A delicacy that only us noblemen and women could appreciate.
Pravda.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request.
It seems that there's a word that lines him as a grand scheme of sorts. It seems that there's word that the Lawrence family has a grand scheme of sorts. You have any info on that?
Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret.
I wish to lend you a helping hand.
Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my full trust in you. Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent fellows like yourself.
Where shall we be heading off?
To see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in restoring the Lawrence clan to its former glory.
Yeah.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Perhaps this is what the old aristocrats see as the most important.
Well then, let's get going, shall we? You'll understand everything in due course.
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
Jaký nový outfit? Maybe? Please? Distant Lens může být cokoliv. Nedivil bych se, kdyby mi mysleli Liwe jako Distant Lens. Prostě Lens, prostě země tak hrozně distant a přitom je to Liwe. To bych se popravdě ani moc nedivil. Z hlediska příběhového setupu to budou Fatui. A nebo ty druhý. Behind him, I'm sure he decided to use his friends or the land. The Fatui may be skulking before stepping forward to investigate. What very nice. Yeah, sure. Bude tam mít i Eulu sebou náhodou.
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden?
It is only proper for a sect to wear a mask.
Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mondstadt, and therefore we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so easily. I see.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize us.
Jestli to fakt bude fungovat, tak...
Let's proceed, shall we? I'll introduce you as my guest.
Jo, protože 98% zbývajícího outfitu je prostě totálně nápadný.
There are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurried...
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected?
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business partners.
Hold it right there! Who's this?
If you really must know, they're my guests.
Paimon
If
není
you
vůbec
happen to
nápadná.
offend them in even the slightest, then you will be held accountable by the Lawrence clan.
Z jedné půlky doufám, že ta maska bude fungovat a prostě to vyjde, ale z druhé půlky prostě moje logická část mozku říká 99% mýho vzhledu je pořád stejná a Paimon tam lítá vedle mě úplně nepozměněná. Tak jako what?
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this. Make way.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
Good thing you're with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. Huh. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Popravdě bych doufal. Počkej, budu mluvit.
Where have I seen this person before?
Gee, I wonder where. Popravdě bych doufal v Mondstadt Chapter 2, jako v druhý pokračování Mondstadtu, kde by hlavní věc byla ta aristokratská revoluce, protože to bych hodně chtěl vidět.
And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence clan.
Poznají nás po hlasu, i když Paimon mluví normálně, tak... Ale zase jí možná viděli, tak... Jestli ji viděli, tak vypadá stejně, takže jestli to jim nevadí.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an outsider at this time. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very active in Mondstadt recently.
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. I must treat them with the proper mutual respect. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details. They could never understand the intricacies of our etiquette.
And what about this thing?
Jo, to je úplně nenápadný.
You mean Paimon?
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has made your activity in Mondstadt possible? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knights of Favonius like dogs. You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
Jo, protože oni totálně tě potřebujou.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further inquiries. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so squiggly and crooked. And what is this shape supposed to be?
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully draw this map by hand myself. That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius.
I see. Crude, but I can make do. Are you able to verify that this is all reliable information?
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling over the details. We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge our identity. There would be diplomatic consequences, you know.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. No one else will know of it. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful and unwavering rule of the Lawrence clan.
Okay.
Perfect. Just as it once was, and just as it should be.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly. That is all, for now.
Very well.
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
No need to keep up appearances. That's right!
Oh.
It's the Honorary Knight and their trusty companion Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust! Dust!
And breathe.
So this was all just a ploy to deceive me!
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their manners?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh! We'll see about that!
Okay.
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish aristocrats. No matter, we already have the intel we need. Get them!
Pravda.
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
You got it. Looks like I went too far. Right there.
Speed of light.
Shut her!
The door is open. Let's go.
Going.
Is that Eula?
Oh. Whoops.
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with Fatui.
Neříkej.
Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Things were much faster than we anticipated.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. And I thought you despised such pleasantries. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to be taught to outsiders.
Ah yes, rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plans. It's all for naught now.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you are well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I cannot overlook your actions.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family's glory.
Ne před všema gardama a před tolika svědkama, kámo.
You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and leave with me.
To by udělal jenom idiot. I kdyby vyloženě fakt bez srandy její tajný plán byl prostě srovnat Knighty jako do roviny po svým, tak i kdyby to chtělo ultimátně udělat, tak by to byla blbost, protože my a dva gardi najednou, really?
Then I shall plead with the family to spare you and give you a new beginning.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius.
Já my víme.
The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins. You must comply with the will of the family.
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you unruly maid!
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me!
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert, I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance seem to have gone out the window.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and I have other matters to attend to. Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
They're planning something terrible.
Paimon took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the Knight's patrol routes and marked out key information about Mondstadt.
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So stubborn. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine. Let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that diagram.
What? To ještě jako máme retrievenout? Nejsou už neměly by být náhodou už dávno pryč. Proč by tam čekali? Yeah, fuck it.
They're here! Stop!
Já se asi srovnám.
Hold the line.
Beg for mercy.
Ah,
Shudder.
Don't blink. I must leave no stone unturned. Incoming. Hey!
there we go.
Rest and rebuild. Speed of light. Hey! With sword comes shadow.
Det är Killjoy. Den är borta väg.
Beg for mercy.
Incoming. Speed of light.
Nope. And done.
Shudder.
Allow uphill battle. Nowhere to hide. Incoming. Hey!
Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core.
Yeah.
Eye for an eye.
I guess this is it.
Leave it all to me. Speed of light.
Some quiet.
Back. Another one bites the dust.
Shudder.
Nahoru, prosím.
There it is! That's where they put the diagram!
Really?
So, this here, huh? I guess there's no other option but to fight.
Steady as stone.
Beg for mercy.
Incoming.
You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them! No escape.
Nope. Jesteś ten hlavní target. Such distractions are not gonna work. You are done.
Can't run from death.
More speed.
Tak přeci jenom.
Don't blink. Hold the line.
There we go.
Incoming. Hey!
Beg for mercy.
Leave it all to me. I'll catch up. Don't blink. Speed of light. Hey!
And fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. There we go.
This must be it. They may very well have already made a copy of it, but without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the trouble.
Je pravda.
The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone.
Would it? Jako pomohly by ostatní země vůbec? That would be putting the cart before the horse.
Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
Why did you follow us here anyway?
Oh yeah, you suddenly appeared at just the right moment.
Neříkala, že nás trackovala celou dobu?
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier, I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
So, the diagram was your attacking vengeance?
Finally, after all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying. In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us during our investigation. You were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought a team to take a look.
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming. And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey, what do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you wait. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Does that make us rivals or enemies?
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and take it from here.
Sure. Well, see you around.
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next time.
Goodbye. Quest complete. To be continued. Well, that is all. No, to bylo asi všechno. Děláme si znesou nějaký eventy, který jsem... No tak tohle je tu nedávno, jestli to něco je. Complete Rito Escape and... During the first 6 days, I can change will be unlocked each day. I can change the character, provided character with exact names of 2 characters. Jo, takovýhle styl jsem podobný styl jako předchozích. OK. Zbývá na to 8 hodin, tak se můžeme to podívat, co se děje. Jakunin Iki. Nikdy jsme tě neviděli, proč bych měl říkat we meet again? Máš něco? You're the golden whirlwind of the Hakiniki last time. What golden whirlwind? Where's the watching this? Já jsem tu nikdy nebyl. No tak hro, přestaň předstírat, že jsem tu byl. Spare me. Come on, don't stop. With the keen eyes, I was starting to notice a blonde hair outside with a good touch. I can take the three months to my throats. Hey? My best friend, I wrote this story. Anyways, I'm going to get another one. I see. Other guys on the topic this guy openly. Good. Here we go. Once this is looking game will be in tournament venue of this iteration. Oh, that's exciting. The program not changed much. Monster Adventure is what is on cost world, the common yearly for fight. Nic to není real, není nic to canon, je to prostě jenom setup na event. You're not going to participate this time then? Of course I will, as a spectator. Že jsi wimp a nemáš vision. Well, I'll do my best. I'm sure you will... Special combat rules. Character must be divided into 6 teams. Já to jsem četl tak po 2. Two secret arts. These secrets are divided into challenge specific transmission and normal, which you can use any challenge. Additionally, you cannot only switch characters during this challenge, but also switch teams. Switching teams will save teams when they were formed. Every 10 seconds you can use the relay skill to switch to the next team. If one team stays on it for too long, the count will be decreased drastically. Jo, takže vám prostě nerfnou charaktera, když ho tam máte příliš dlouho. Taková píčovina. Members of one team. Any one team fall, yeah. This change will defeat opponents that constantly emerge up their points within a lot of the nemesis will provide more points. Je, že si ty score multiplayery. Myslím se, že na cokoliv, že jenom normal difficulty bude tak level 60 minimálně, vole. Vsadím se. Protože prostě jediný, kdo to mají, prostě jsou ty, co dosáhli endgameu a extreme bude tak level 160. Protože prostě fuck you. Burn my microcosmos. Crisis. One person versus the world. Thunderbolts and lightning. So knock on wood. Fierce battle. Pegasus versus Singus. Všechno zní jako název nějakých anime epizod. I yearn for combat and behold the endless maelstrom. Burn my microcosmos. Vision holders are matched by a certain constellation in the sky. They are part of a tiny cosmos. Automata just literally call the system powered microcosmos. Jo, ten vykřičníkem je za víc boru. Nějaké rewardy za bronz. Jenom za tu nejhorší medaili je nějaká rewarda. Za nic ostatního tam nic není. Tam ve třech charakterech mám i charaktery, který mám. Takže začneme s Luminou a dáme k ní třeba Diluka. Dáme dáme Eulu a Monu třeba. Tady Kiching a Sangonomiu. Dám Kazu a Yanfei. Kazu jsem si osahal Lehoulincem v předchozím eventu jednom. Že u něho tuším. U něho tuším. Jeho power level. Tady třeba Razer a Noel a Ito. Nebo jinak. Cruiser dám Barbaro. A Kitovi dám Noel. A pro každý secret art. After party, they can create a vacuum field and deals animation. Jak se to dá? Myslím, že musí jeden takový. Třeba... Tak, to byl červený. Tak, třeba. Fucking, finally. Měm to setupovat všechno, je hrozná práce. Tak, jedna scale. Tak, Deluxe Lumino.
Shadows of fate. Written in the stars. Hey! Cut to the chase. Don't blink. Incoming. Nowhere to hide. Speed of light. Hey!
To jsem chtěl doopravdy.
Fallen leaves adorn my night. It's fine. Wind strike. As one with wind and cloud. Wind strike.
Incinerate!
Ready, steady, go!
Heja, heja.
Can't catch me. Let's roll! Odin coming through!
I must leave no...
Attaboy!
Time to clean up.
Let's roll! It's showtime!
Zase první tým. A všichni dolů.
Let me scream. Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core.
Did my hand fall from my wrist? Silver medal. Já jsme měli základní difficulty multiplayer, ale zase to byla sranda. Exit. Reward je jenom stejně na bronzovém levelu a na těch dalších není v podstatě vůbec nic, tak co na tom záleží. A pro zajímavost se podívám, jak je to scalovaný. Jo, jen tak jsem dostal tu stříbrnou za tu 1000 a krát 2 by stačilo, normál jsou 50. Ale zase je to rychlostně lepší, když jste takhle prostě jenom probiju rychle. Který je Treasure Hunter speciál. Crisis, one person versus the world. Nový. No, prostě takhle. Jaké týmy? Mohli by. Zkusím tady dát jungling tu trialovou, ona bude nějak namaxovaná, takže nebude až tak špatná. Geo postavy jako takový jsou spíš výdržný a nedávají takový damage sami o sobě, takže jungling jako support damage. Jinak Jsem celkem spokojený. Eula a Mona jsou takový speciální. Jako docela fajn. Menší střih. Tak jsem zpátky po pauze a budeme to s tím pokračovat.
Retribution! Ha! 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 I don't care. Burn on this! Ha! Another test subject. Retribution!
Crush!
Fate is upon you.
Vengeance will be mine. Beg for mercy.
Let's get down to business.
Eye for an eye.
My blade!
Ah, má kušník.
Shadows of fate.
There's more!
Incoming. Hey!
Another test subject.
Cut to the chase. Rest and revive. Don't blink. Hey!
Wind strider, fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Boom! Let the show begin.
Attaboy! Who wants some of this? It's my lucky day. Let's roll! It's my lucky day.
Windblade.
Verdict is...
Úplně náhodou. To je tak satisfying.
Let's get down to business. Time for retribution! It's my lucky day.
Prepare to be blown away.
Going somewhere?
Crush! Freeze to the core! Shudder! Rack and ruin!
Decided by destiny.
I condemn you!
Incoming. Hey! Yeah! Don't blink. Hey! With sword comes shadow.
Another test subject.
Clouds high, the birds call. Time to go.
Hey. Silver medal one more time. Tak, třetí z 6. Jest dobře. Thunderbolts and lightning, so knock on wood. Fireman can definitely defeat water. One gulp and it's gone. The strength in numbers, there's just so much water everywhere. Let's go put on the power of thunder. Tady je kokomy, jak to tam dám. Tady vyšlo to, ale ten management. Třeba. Ne. Jedeme znova.
Verdict is... Retribution!
Beg for mercy. Flood of frost.
Written in the stars. Delve into...
Shudder. Crush.
Hold the line.
Hey! Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
Tyhle ty hajzlíci.
Incoming.
Wind strider. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Fuck all of you.
Oni coming through! Can't catch me. Attaboy!
Nice and spicy. Hey-ya!
Let's roll! Verdict is... Burn!
Shoot. A s těma jsem vůbec ještě nebojoval. Elektrický bishopové. Bishop.
Shadows of fate. Fate is upon you.
Shudder.
Fuck all of you.
Crush!
Delve into destiny.
Vengeance will be mine. More speed.
Hit. Speed of light. Huh? Allow me. Yeah, don't blink. With sword comes shadow. Incoming.
Wind strike. Time to go. As one with wind.
Nope. 1500. To bylo docela dobrý. Některý trošku oxidujou víc než ostatní, ale jak dobrý. Prostě jsou některý určitý typy nepřátel, který prostě nejde porazit rychle. Fierce battle, Pegasus versus Singus. Hilcher and Misgas spawn is that how it is, so if we can't understand Cryo or Rapid Strikes. Okay. Budu prostě dělat to, co jsem dělal doteď. Party members gain. Party Mr. Infinity. The FDP takes you all members restore anything. Třeba. Jsem spokojený. Tak. Once again. Jo, tady. Proklikám, bych dostal primogem.
Time for retribution! Burn!
Prepare to be blown away!
Time for retribution!
Be gone!
Like this?
Written in the stars.
Beg for mercy.
Yeah.
Crush. Freeze to the core. Shudder.
Shadows of fate.
Beg for mercy.
Don't blink. Hey! Cut to the chase. Hold the line. Incoming. Hey! Covenant of the Deep. Speed of light. Nowhere to hide. Hey!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! As one with wind and cloud!
Ah, fuck you.
Wind strike!
Get back!
Come on. We can do it.
Attaboy! Who wants some of this?
Eat this! Out of the frying pan!
Inside
Let's roll!
Over here! Prepare to be blown away! Got you!
Ha! Time for retribution! Ha! Ha! Verdict is... Ha! 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 Burn!
Decided by destiny!
Vengeance will be mine! Crush!
The more, the merrier!
Silver medal. 1250. Good. To docela šlo. Byla to hromada hodně tvrdých oříšků, takže to tak i byl cedit ten boj. Snad to nebude aspoň takový trpení tady. I yearn for combat. A new challenge begins. Your opponent will be ruined machines. Ze staré civilizace, jestli si pamatujete v jednom přešlém videu. Zase 2 náhodný se změnily. To je to stejný jako tamto kdysi předtím. Že to se zase zacyklovalo zpátky. Třeba. No to se ani tak nestarám.
Retribution! Ha! 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 Verdict is...
That is the...
Burn!
Shudder! Freeze to the core! Crush! More speed.
Written in the stars!
Shudder! Eye for an eye! Flood of frost! Beg for mercy!
Incoming! With sword comes shadow. Got lucky that time. Don't blink! Hey! Cut to the chase. Got lucky that time. Speed of light.
Wind strike. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Incinerate. Time for your arraignment.
Clouds high, the birds call.
Yikes! Motion.
Hey, fuck. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's dance.
Get back! Who wants some of this?
Attaboy! Can't catch me. Oni coming through. Bam!
Windblade! Prepare to be blown away!
Verdict is...
Flamo!
Burn!
Windblade! Be gone!
Crush!
Decided by destiny. Let me scribe.
Beg for mercy. More speed.
Another one down. Behold, the endless maelstrom. Three hounds and Vishevs have made it to Hirkanikana. Is this their desire? It is simply well, it is some of the longest old lamentations. Co to jenom vývojáři, který neví, co tam mají napsat. A tohle se taky zacykluje zpátky. Jo, jsem měl přímo ty. Repairing fear, deals hydro damage. There we go. Jdeme ještě jednou naposledy.
Verdict is...
Prepare to be blown away!
Time for retribution!
Ledový Geovyšap. Good to know, že existuje.
Shudder! Vengeance will be mine!
Delve into destiny! Fate is upon you!
Crush!
Yeah!
Shudder!
Don't blink! Hey! With sword comes shadow! Yeah! Hey! Rest and rebuild! Incoming! Hey! A Brashman billowing surge! Don't blink! Hey!
Time to go.
No to se o ně postará.
Wind and cloud.
Wrap up the flame!
Wind strike.
To je hrozně super.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Boom boom!
Keep back! It's showtime! Let's roll!
Eat this!
Attaboy! Oh, you're coming through! Burn! Verdict is...
Beg for mercy. Shadows of fate. Shudder. Beg for mercy.
Speed of light. Cut to the chase. Incoming. Hey.
Skoro 1500. Excellent. Hop. To by mělo být vše. Takže základní pisovku na primogemy a peněžní bonus a materiál. Tady jsou jenom 6 těch. Jako, wow. Můžu natěžit tu speciální rudu a vykraftit si to manuálně. To ani 6 ani moc není. Kdyby to bylo třeba 20 těch, tak by to možná už za to stálo. Primogemy, peníze a speciální materiál. Primogemy scroll, peníze a materiál. Primogemy a scroll, peníze a materiál. Primogemy a scroll, peníze a materiál. I poslední primogemy a scroll, poslední peníze a materiál. Tak. No, 7 hodin už jenom zbývá, už jsem zase hotový. Tady jsem si vysloužil všechno. Tady jsem za to dostal tady nějakou věc. Total of 6000 bodů aspoň. Dan Battle Pass level 45. Toto je všechno Three Realms Gateway a Spiral Abyss, takže to se mě netýká. Že tam nějaký zlatý scrollíky. Trenchants. Dva další fragile rezny. Kart mám zase zpátky tady přes 100, peněz kdo ví. Teď jich mám 700. Je spokojenost. Jo, nějaký achievement jsem dostal. Did my hand fall from my wrist? Defeat a Thunderhelm Lavachurl while in enhanced state. Okay. A to už bude asi všechno. Že jsem ještě rovnou vzal takhle jeden event. Takhle. Kada se rozloučíme s Eulou, takhle. Well, jako takový suma sumárum nakonec. Story quest s Eulou jsme si prošli. Celkem dobrý. Čekal jsem něco popravdě jinýho, ale je mi o něco jasnější, o čem je a na jaké lodi stojí, i když s tím moc nesouhlasím, já jsem s tím zklamaný spíš. Protože monsteru chybí nějaký vyloženě špatný. Jako nějaký špatňák. Prostě něco jako je tady v Inazumě, prostě nějaký lidi, který prostě...
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage.
Yes, we know. Prostě někdo, jako je třeba, já nevím, Kujo Sara, kterou jsme potkali. Prostě někdo, kdo s kým vyloženě se nedá souhlasit, který jsou na druhé straně lodi, ale přesto prostě se s nima potkáváme a tak. Ale to mám takový už jenom rantování nakonec. Ještě nás čeká finální vyšování. Jako s bohem tady těm dvou kartám. Raiden Shogun na Sangonomiya Kokomi. Once again. To taky je banner, ze který jsme dostali Kujo Saru konečně. Takže very happy. Takže myslím si, že nahrávám. Všechno v pohodě a rovnou se asi na to dáme. Už tady bych mohl tohleto převést. Kolik mám? 2800. Ještě 78. Yep. Jsme takhle na 10. Kolik mám kterých? Tak, teď jich mám 50, tady těch 30. Jdeme na to. 1 nebo 2 poli. 2 jenom, když bude ten první absolutně mizerný a dostaneme třeba zbraň. Jdeme na to. Pull, here we go. Poslední pull na Reign of Serenity. A žádný okamžitý mega překopení se nekoná, dobrý. Takže jdeme listovat. Číslo 2. OK, hned spálky Xidian. To je docela dobrá jako sekundární shielderka. Maybe. Číslo 3. Číslo 4. Číslo 5. Číslo 6. To snadné. Oh můj bože. I need to take a picture of this. Dám si screenshot. Přineste defibrilátor. Já ztrácím vědomí. Oh můj bože. Jsem z toho sklouzl na zemi se sluchátka. Nemůžu. Yes. Oh, fucking hell yes. Kámo, tak to je absolutně nevídaný. To je přesně ten důvod, proč jsem listoval tohle. Další charakter do sbírky. Kámo. Tak dlouho, co se do 5kový charakter a každý 3 měsíce plus minus. Minimálně 3měsíční pauza vždycky. Prostě. Měli jsme nedávno monu, ale to nepočítám, protože to už jsem měl. Ty krávo. Kámo, tak z tohohle mi vyletěly všechny statistiky vnitřní prostě nahoru. A pak okamžitě dolů, protože z toho skolabuju. Ale rychle to dojedeme, než abych se mohl rozpliznout jako sliz na zem. Vůbec nevím, kde jsem byl. To mě absolutně vykolil, vůbec nevím kolikátý to je. Že vezme trošku napřed, takže poslední 3, takže poslední 2. Poslední 2. A poslední možná. Jo, done. Máme Xenian jako takový a Raiden. Jsem celkem rád, že jsem ještě vytočil, než to odešlo. OK. Spokojený, naprosto spokojený. Xenian má další konstelaci. První. Když zaskoruje critical hit, taky se jí zvedne attack speed o její normal charge attack damage na 5 sekund. Takže když dá critical hit, tak bude mlátit rychlejc. Zajímavý, ale ne až tak užitečný samo o sobě. Tohle už je o něco užitečnější. Je to takhle. Hop. Věci jsou věci, ale samozřejmě si nemůžeme nechat ujít. Třeba...
Stay close and you will live.
Jako sice to bude trošičku spoilerový, jelikož samozřejmě jsem viděl ostatní hráče a portréty a ty charaktery event vyšly i z minula, před rokem myslím, nebo jak dlouho je ten interval. Takže vím, že takhle vypadá ta Raiden Shogun, ale... Takže vzorově to nemyslím, ale... Některé ty její věty mi můžou naznačit nějaký věci dopředu. No je. No co vlastně? Spíry. Okay, tak. Jako vždycky si to trošku projdeme. Takže jí hodíme něco pro zatím. Na co by ona mohla mít? Dáme jí pure attack. Takže... Combat Impractics, Inazuma... Raiden Shogun, Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Agosho. Neboli vládkyně. Who promised the people of Inazuma an unchanging eternity. To má tak origin. Transcendence Baleful Omen, to hází nějaký oko nad charakter, to jsem viděl od ostatních. The Raiden Shogun unveils a shot of her Atomia, dealing electro damage to nearby opponents and granting nearby party members the Eye of Stormy Judgment. The Eye of Stormy Judgment. When characters with this buff attack and deal damage to opponents, the Eye will unleash a coordinated attack deal. Oko zautočí taky, když zautočíte, dealing electro damage at the opponent's position. Characters who gain the Eye of Stormy Judgment will have their elemental burst damage increased by synergy cost of the burden guy's duration. OK. Jeden útok za necelou sekundu. Secret Arm Muso Shinsetsu. To je dlouhý. Jde se číst. Gathering truths unnumbered and wishes uncounted, there unleashes Muso no Hitotachi, což je nějaká ta věc, o který mu ukazuju, myslím. And deals AoE electro damage using Musho Shinin combo for a certain duration afterwards. The damage dealt by Hitotachi and Musho Shinin attacks will be increased. The damage dealt will be increased based on the number of Desiter's resolved stacks when consumed the skills used. To je hodně komplexní. The result gate which will be clear at 30 seconds after actually leaves the field. To je tam docela dlouho. When nearby party members use the metal burst energy on will the result stays with majority of the burst, maximum result stays 60. To je tak dlouhý. Tak, to jsou ty pasivky, když teď mám hrubě nastolený ty normální. Mora expanded when ascending swords and polearms is decreased by 50%. Zajímavý. Enlightened one. Jo, nejdřív to menší. Wish is unnumbered. When nearby party members gain elementals or particles, nebo to, co doplňuje ten burst. Checker is against 2 stacks, což jsme četli tam k tomu předtím, že se to opravdu děje. I když není na fieldu, tak se to děje. Enlightened one, když bude hodně vysoko vyrankované. Each procent above 100% recharge that possesses. Jo, takže když už má tu ultinu namaxovanou a pořád ještě sbírá tu energii, tak dostane větší energy restoration a z tam toho a electro damage bonus. Takže damage bonus a nějaká regenerace. Good. Chápem. Ale to si můžeme ještě zkoušet tady. Tak rovnou si to můžeme zkusit. Tak, testovací trial, Raiden Shogun.
Inazuma shines eternal! Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Mlátí dobře.
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Damn. To byla docela vražda. Boy. Jako mlátí hodně rychle, když se dostane do té flow. Takže jako dobrý. Takže to ještě můžu vyzvednout. Nam, další primogemy. A to bude ode mě všechno už. Dodělali jsme touhletu totálně random záležitost, kterou jsem nečekal. Takže se s touhle bombou se s vámi pro dnešek rozloučím. Uvidíme se u příštího dílu, kdy nevím, co přesně budeme dělat, ale vychází to na nějaký další story questy specifických postav, nějakých, takže se těším u toho, takže se s toho bombou loučím a takže uvidíme příště a pokud budete spát, tak dobrou noc.